What's up guys? Q&A video as promised, and before we start, on previous video, on this video, I promised that I will give away my brand, Insane Aesthetics, this hoodie for you guys who will comment, subscribe my channel, and turn on notifications. Okay, so now I will tell who won this crazy insane hoodie. Also let me know who wants to get more of these. Actually, I got back in stock on my website, so just let me know. And the winner is Lukas. This guy, this channel. So please contact me fast as possible, or Instagram, Facebook, or email, or even like a comment down below in this video. So just email me your address and I'll ship away, okay? So let's get started with questions. So it's over 100 questions, so I'll just pick the best ones and the most interesting ones, and also that would be like useful for you guys. And oh, today's hot. I did legs also, just came home after leg day. Oh, I'll be sweating. So yeah, so even like the first one that I liked the most was the best way to gain muscle. Like my secret to muscle growth. So over the years now I'm lifting like this is like 6 years of lifting. When I'm like completely 6 years of like eating 6, 7, 8 meals per day, never skipping a workout, and two things that they learn the most. It's not a big secret, but like, so I always have a nap. I try to get, not always, but like I try to get a nap. So I sleep 8-9 hours, then I do like 2-3 meals. I work out, do a super hardcore workout that I'll be shaking and like feeling super tired and dead. Then I have a 1 hour nap from half an hour, max 2 hours. And then again I fit my rest of the meals, like 4 or 5 meals, and repeat. Sounds really boring, but that's the secret. When I like, of course the meal plan should be perfect and the workout should be perfect, but like the sleeping part, because when you're resting, when you're sleeping, you're growing. And that, like, I noticed, like, I feel amazing. I was like every month, every workout, like, I felt like stronger and stronger. And like, imagine like a baby just eats and sleeps, and when he's sleeping he's growing. Again, after a month or 2, 3, 4, 5 months, you can see the baby's getting bigger and bigger. And what he does, eats and sleeps. So same for us, like bodybuilders, we eat and sleep and train and we grow crazy, you know. So people forget about rest days. They go crazy in the gym, buys all the supplements, takes pre-workouts, go crazy, but they think if they work out more often and more, you will grow more. But that's not the case, you know. Like, or your workouts honestly sucks. If you're able to work out 7 days in a row, no problem, that means your workout sucks. If you would do a killer workouts after doing like hardcore workouts 5 days in a row, you'll be dead. You'll be so tired that you couldn't move your arms. So yeah, you need to like be more productive in like in the workout that you're doing. So, and the second thing that I learned and like helped me to improve the most in off season, grow mass, muscle mass, rest days. So I used to rest once a week, or like never rest, like I mentioned, you know. And even I was like feeling tired and like sore, I used to still go to the gym because I thought if I work out more I will grow more, but no. When I started resting one day in the middle of the week and one day end of the week, so it's basically in the middle of my workouts, like working days. So let's say I train for 2 days or 3 days, I rest, recover, then I work out again 2-3 days, I rest. So this is, I'm always peaking, always on top. My body is just like 100% always. So productive workouts, meal plan, perfect meal plan, giving all the nutrients to your body, protein, fats and carbs, and sleeping, resting like a baby, and you'll go crazy. Okay, second question. What do I like to eat during the day and before bed? How many carbs do I eat? Okay, so like during the day I eat like protein, fats, carbs by meal. And okay, let's see now when I'm prep. I'm contest prep. My goal when you're like dieting for a contest, so the goal is to keep the muscle that you build in off season, and when you're cutting, to save the muscle, don't lose it, and burn only fat. So basically maintain muscle mass and burn the fat. So this is what I'm doing. I'm cutting. I'm like completely goal on stage. You need to be, let's say, 3-4% body fat. So now I'm doing carb cycling. I noticed that on my body works the best. Everyone is different. When I'm working with my online clients, so I always spend like around like 3-4 weeks with a client, more trying to get to know his body more. So I give a big question list, then we try one diet, we change things around, and this way I find out how your body works, and we find like a special formula for that specific person. So everyone is different. For me, carb cycling works really good. For you also could work really well, or maybe not. So yeah, I'm doing carb cycling. So I noticed that like carb cycling especially is really good because it helps to boost your metabolism. Your metabolism is always on point, so you're burning fat more often and you not feel so miserable and tired. So I'm having like higher carb days and lower carb days. Sometimes 0 carb days, but it really depends how we look and how we feel. If my body's flat, or I'm like holding war, or like my strength went down, or I dropped weight too much. If I dropped weight too much, I have a cheat meal. But a cheat meal is not a sugar meal. It will be like dense calories, let's say a burger, sushi, or like I find out like burger or sushi works best because it's not too heavy in your stomach. You get the protein in and you get some fats in and a little bit of like junky food, so it helps with the metabolism. So also like throw in your stomach something different. Like for 6 days you were eating just like simple over and over the same foods, and then one day you drop in your stomach something different, also like boosts your metabolism even more. So yeah, so currently now this is how I eat. So during the day, like I mentioned, I eat protein, fats, carbs. So protein source would be a light protein source. So let's say chicken breast, fish, so cod, tilapia, egg whites. And then for fats, so healthy fats, avocado, nuts, peanut butter, organic almond butter, or just tablespoon of olive oil in food or in my mouth. And then before bed, I eat steak or salmon. So protein and fats only, because carbs, as you know, is energy. If you don't use that energy, it goes to fat. And so yeah, before bed, you must eat. If you want to grow, if you want to save the muscle, if you want to recover, you must eat before bed. But the food amount should be not too much, and also what you're eating is the most important part. So I'm having yeah, like I mentioned, steak or salmon. So usually when I'm having carbs on like say a higher carb day, I have a steak before bed. When I'm low, I'm eating on that day lower carbs or 0 carbs, and I'm having salmon before bed. So basically protein and fats. When you're sleeping, your body, as you know, to grow muscle you need protein. So when you're sleeping, your body is absorbing protein, feeds your muscles, and you grow. And fats also makes the digestion longer. Throughout all the night, let's say you're sleeping 8 hours, so your body is digesting the protein all night and feeding you, okay? And also from the steak you get some creatine and all other micronutrients, and same with salmon. Salmon has omega-3, so it's really healthy for you and good. Next question. What's my favorite body part to train? I like to train chest. What's the secret growing bigger lats? So best 2 exercises that may help improve my back, to have that V-tape, is wide pull-ups. I never skipped in my life pull-ups. Wide pull-ups, bringing your chest up and pushing your shoulders back. And rows, barbell rows, heavy barbell rows. Start easy, 15 reps, squeezing your lats, feeling the back, and then every set increasing the weight, go heavier and heavier, and finish like with like 3-5 reps, so go super heavy, like really heavy. Next question. How people should train while bulking, and how much cardio needed while bulking? Okay, so for cardio, I'd recommend at least to do from 1 to 3 times per week, just for health reasons, to train your heart. Because still when you're bulking, also I recommend to do lean bulking. Like dirty bulking is bullshit. It's what's the point of gaining fat? Then you just when you will cut, you will need more time to cut the fat that you gain. What's the point of that? And also when you're holding more fat, it's not healthy. Because when you're having more fat, your body doesn't produce so much testosterone and produce more estrogens. So that means you're even not making more gains. So the fatter you are, the harder it is to grow muscle. When you're around 10-12% body fat, your body produces more testosterone, more gains. Also, it's healthier for you. All the heart attacks and health problems because people are like just too fat. So I recommend to do lean bulking. So that means have a good meal plan and have a good workout plan. So yeah, so for cardio in the off season only would be just to when you do cardio, your appetite goes up and metabolism. So that means you're more hungry. So it's easier in off season to eat even more food, because in off season, you need to eat a lot. And also to train your heart, like I mentioned, you have more muscle. That means your heart needs to do more work. So you need to train your heart. So around like 2-3 times, 20 minutes is enough. And then how you should train in while bulking. So I train all year similar. I always go heavy, but like technically correct, that I would feel the muscle. So muscle build, when you damage the muscle, muscle grows when you rest. So the goal is in the gym to damage the muscle. So heavy weights activates all the muscle fibers, and you damage it and it grows. So when you're lifting heavy, you're damaging the muscle. So also you need to at least squeeze in 8 reps, 12 reps, sometimes 6. Like everyone is different also, and depends on your goal, how you want to look. So it's like hard to tell. I need more information about you. But let's say I try to just move heavy weights much as possible reps. So just adding weights heavier and heavier and heavier, and like ask my partner to help me do 5 more, 6 more, and just completely be shaking and like dying, So every set I do this, not only last set or last exercise. Every exercise, like out of 5 exercises, 3 sets are failure. Everything is, I only count sets when they reach failure. So yeah, and then I'm training heavy in off season. When I start dieting, I still train heavy, but more smart, because they have a bigger chance to get injured because your body is depleted and you're like leaner. So it's your joints are not so strong enough when on your diet. So yeah, I still train heavy because when you train heavy, you're still using all the muscles that you build in off season. So that means you will not lose that much muscle. The moment you start lowering the weights and just pumping, doing more reps will not help you burn more fat. This is old school bullshit. Google it, read scientific research, you'll see. And because like if you start removing the weight and moving lighter weight, your body will think, why does it need to keep that muscle if you're not even using it 100%? So when you're cutting, if you're training the same way, your body's still using those muscles, so it will hold the muscle and not let it burn. In other ways, it will not allow you to like lose the muscle. When is the best time to change your workout plan? And when the best time is to cut? So with my clients and myself, I usually change my workout plan every 2-4 weeks, because your body adapts, gets used to it. So the biggest problem people do is using the same program. Same with the meal plan, same with the workout plan. If you're using your body adapts, gets used to it, you reach plateau and you stop progressing. That's it. That's why you need to, like, I always give my clients, tell them to update me every week, weekly, every 5-6 days. So that way I know what's happening with their bodies, if they're changing. If they stop changing after a week, then they do a change in the meal plan and the workout plan. That way you're always progressing. So changes must be done. And then best time to cut, so it depends on your goal. If you want to like be lean and fit all year round, or lean for summer, then it just depends how much body fat you have. It's really hard for me to tell because I don't know how you look. But yeah, it really depends on your goal. Next question, the last question. What do I think about intermittent fasting while burning fat? Okay, so when you're fasting, it's impossible almost to grow muscle, because your body doesn't have a storage place for protein. So that means that's why we need to eat protein every 2-3 hours. Because let's say you eat 100 grams of protein in the morning, and after 4 or 5 hours, your body doesn't have any more protein. So that means you're using, like, you don't have any protein to like recover and build muscle. So there's a big chance that you will start losing muscle. Let's say for fats and carbs, your body has a storage place. So if you eat in the morning lots of carbs, throughout all the day you'll still have carbs, because your body has a storage place. And even for the next day, you'll have enough. So even not eating carbs for 2 days, you'll be still good. You'll still have a storage place from the carbs. and fats, but for protein not. So that's why you need to eat consistent protein when you want to build muscle, especially. You need to keep feeding your body with protein, then it grows muscle. So for fasting, building muscle impossible, but let's say the question was while burning fat. I think, let's say if you want to be big and be bodybuilder and compete on stage, it's bad. If you're a simple guy that wants to be just fit, have abs, look good naked, you know, then it's good. Let's say if you're busy and you're working always and you don't have time to cook, you don't have time to bring your food with you, then fasting is a good choice because it's easier and it's easier to fit the meals on. Like you can eat 2-3 times a day. And I think, yeah, that really depends on your lifestyle. If you want to just be fit and look good, yeah, it's a good choice. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, and because lots of good content coming out. Going to film workouts now. We'll try to explain every exercises and like share all my experience with you guys. And if you have any questions, always text me on Instagram, Facebook, email, or down below in the video. And also let me know if you want to see something different, something more, if you have some ideas. Always feel free to text me, trying to reply all of you. Thank you. Bye.